Hey guys, as you can probably already tell from my intro, I'm using my inverse team again. This battle was against a guy on Cerebi. He was signed in as a Wi-Fi guest, but his in-name name is Gold, so I guess I'll call him that. I send out King Atuba, and he sends out a Hippowdon, which pretty much shows me that he's gonna have a Sandstorm team right now. Because what's Hippowdon without what's a Sandstorm team without Hippowdon? So on the first turn, we're both gonna go for Stealth Rocks, and he's faster than me, which shows that I really should consider remaking King of Tuba, giving him a little bit of extra speed EVs, maybe a speed nature. And now he's gonna go for a Curse because he sees a Metagross, and what person in their right mind wouldn't think physical when they see a Metagross? But I go for a Flash Cannon, hoping to do a good amount of damage on him, and it does about a quarter, I believe, which isn't nearly good enough. But I see that I have a Hidden Power on me, and I don't remember which one I have, if it's Hidden Power Ice or Hidden Power Water. Either way, it's going to do a good amount of damage to this guy. So he gets his leftovers, and I frighten him off with the Flash Cannon, and he switches into a Heatran, sorry, to go and take the to resist it really well. But I use Hidden Power, and I'm hoping that it's Hidden Power Water instead of Ice. And as you can tell from the damage and from it being super effective, it's Hidden Power Water, which is great for me. But now he's gonna go and use Flamethrower from the middle of his forehead, mind you, and that's gonna be enough to take me down with one hit. I left King of Tuba in for Death Fodder because I didn't want to switch in my next Pokemon and take damage and have him predict what I was going to do, so it was a necessary sacrifice. And I bring in Icy Butter, which, as you know, Heatran is Icy Butter's favorite Pokemon to go up against, because I hit him with Earthquake, get rid of his substitute. So now he's down far into the red, which means that he's going to act pretty desperate now. And I'm going to go and predict the obvious Explosion and switch into my Gengar. And as you know, Gengar is a Ghost-type Pokemon, and Ghost-type Pokemon aren't affected by normal-type attacks. And that's going to be a dead Heatran instead of a dead Chansey. So I absorbed up that Explosion, and I send it right back at his Flygon, which I found was pretty funny. Back-to-back explosions. And that's a dead Flygon, but it's also a dead Gengar. And I'd have liked to use that later, but against a Sandstorm team, it's not going to do too much. He brings out a Gliscor as I send in Mumbles, which gets me really excited because, as you saw in the previous battle, I can kill it as long as it's not max defense or max attack. But he switches into his Cacturne. I figured I'd just go for the Waterfall, make it just like in the last battle, which would be really cool. But he goes, and this turn he's going to use Leech Seed on me, which is a great thing that I put up Substitute, because I don't want to lose 12% of my health every turn. And I'm going to hit him with a Steel Wing. Get a critical hit, but I'm pretty sure that that didn't matter, because my Waterfall did over 30%, and that was half effective, while Steel Wing is neutral effective and should do about the same amount of damage. But he brings in a Mamoswine now. I'm going to use Agility, just so I'm guaranteed to set up my Substitute next round. But he also sets up a Sub. So now that I'm faster than him, I'm going to go and I'm going to break it with Waterfall. And now he's going to Earthquake me and get rid of my Substitute, which is great, so now I can start subbing down to my Berry and start wrecking stuff. So, Sandstorm rages, and thank God I'm not, that I'm part Steel, because if I wasn't, that would ruin my entire plan. But he goes for a Superpower here, which was kind of weird. I'm wondering why he didn't just stick with Earthquake, because that would be much more beneficial to him. No attack or defense drops. And I go for another sub, and he goes for another Superpower here, which is really odd. I mean, there's a chance that it won't break after the drops. But now that I can't sub anymore, he's obviously going to go for an Ice Shard. And even if he hadn't got those 2 attack drops, it would have still only done about 30 damage, and I would have been able to take that anyways. I'm able to kill him off with the Waterfall. I'm pretty sure that him having a life orb didn't matter. I would have been able to do over half anyways. And he's going to bring in a Gliscor. Now, when I used Waterfall against this Gliscor, there was a little bit of controversy, because he says he's max HP and max defense. I'll believe him, but my attacks can do 80% damage to him, while Stealth Rock already did 25, so that should be a dead Gliscor anyways. And he's going to send out his last Pokemon, which is a Hippowdon, and I'm going to finish that off with a nice little Empoleon sweep. So, comment, rate, subscribe. This is obviously the end of the battle. It's been a lot of fun, and I'd like to thank each of the 8 subscribers that subscribed since my last battle. Your names are in the description below. Thanks, have fun, peace out.